everyone and welcome to my channel, and today we're diving deep into a topic that affects us all: giving up too easily. So we'll explore why we do it, how it holds us back, and most importantly, how to overcome this tendency. So let's get started. The first piece that we want to step into is understanding the problem. You see, giving up, we've all been there, right? Maybe it was that New Year's resolution that didn't quite make it past January, or that creative project that's gathering dust in the corner. But why do we give up so easily? Maybe it's because of unrealistic expectations, or fear of failure, or lack of immediate results. Maybe it's about comparing ourselves to others, or not having a clear why. The list goes on and on. There's always a reason to perhaps give up. The thing is, giving up robs us of so much. We miss out on personal growth, potential achievements, and the satisfaction of overcoming challenges. But don't worry, we're going to tackle this head on today. Before we dive into our strategies, it's crucial to understand that change isn't just about action, it's also about our emotions. Perhaps you feel like you've tried things before, but nothing sticks or lasts long term. So let me show you why that is. Don Kelly and Daryl Connor developed a model called the emotional cycle of change that helps explain why we often feel tempted to give up. It also helps you to understand your emotions and navigate the ups and the downs of change, keeping you on track towards creating a life that you truly love living. Also, understanding the emotional side of change helps you see that it's actually okay to feel different things. It can stop you getting consumed by your emotions and avoid beating yourself up. And if you've watched my video on how to master your inner voice, you know that I'm all for that. So this cycle consists of 5 stages. The first is uninformed optimism, then informed pessimism, then the valley of despair, then informed optimism, and then finally success and fulfillment. So let's break down each one of these, and I'll also offer some examples for each stage of the cycle which may have shown up for you before. So the first one, uninformed optimism. This is where we start and we're getting really excited about our new goals or dreams or the change that we wanted to do, and we have high hopes and expectations. But we might not fully understand the challenges or what it may cost us. So for example, I'm going to get in shape and I'm going to have abs in no time. That was a fitness goal. Or it might be business. My handmade jewellery will sell out immediately and I'll be able to quit my day job soon. Now let's think about informed pessimism. This is where reality starts to set in. So we become aware of the difficulties and obstacles, and also the benefits don't seem as real or important or immediate. So our enthusiasm might start to wane as we realise how much work is involved. So for example, looking at the fitness example, wow, these workouts are tough. I'm always sore and I haven't seen much change yet. Or in the business, I've spent money on supplies, but I've only made a few sales. This is harder than I expected. Then we come to the valley of despair. So this is the danger zone, and this is in fact where most people give up, and it's the lowest point of the cycle. This is where the challenges seem overwhelming and the pain of the change is felt. So we might feel like we're not making progress or that the goal isn't worth it. And as such, the quickest way to end the discomfort here is to quit, which is why it's the danger zone. So looking at the fitness example, it's I've been at this for weeks, but I still feel that I can't do a proper push-up or a full push-up. Maybe I'm just not meant to work out. Or in business, my costs are outweighing my sales. Maybe this was a huge mistake. Maybe I wasn't meant for my own business. I should just quit. And then we move into informed optimism. So if we push through that valley of despair, we start to see the progress and the possibility of success actually increasing. The benefits of your actions start to show, and the cost of the change is feeling worth it. We develop new skills and confidence, and our optimism returns. But it's now based on real experience and knowledge. So for example, with fitness, I can now jog for 20 minutes without stopping. I'm starting to see some muscle definition too. Or maybe in the business side, I'm starting to get repeat customers and positive reviews. I think I'm finding my niche. And then we come to success and fulfillment. This is the ultimate stage that we're looking for in the cycle. This is where we achieve our goal and dreams and enjoy the fruits of our labour. We feel a sense of accomplishment and growth, and the actions that were once difficult and uncomfortable are now routine and normal, and I can do them with a breeze. So if we look at the fitness, I've completed a 5K run and I feel stronger than ever. This lifestyle change was totally worth it. Or perhaps in the business, my business is now profitable and I love being my own boss. The hard work has paid off. So as you can see, each of these journeys has their own ups and downs. The key is to recognise which stage you're in and remember that the valley of despair is just a stage, not the end of your journey. You see, understanding this cycle is crucial because it helps us recognise that feeling discouraged is a normal part of the process. When we hit the valley of despair, it doesn't mean we're failing. It actually means we're progressing. So here's how to use this knowledge. The first thing is to anticipate the dip. Know that enthusiasm will likely decrease after you start. This is normal. Prepare for that valley of despair. Have strategies ready for when you feel like giving up, and we'll come on to these in a moment. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Remember that if you push through, informed optimism and success are on the other side. Reflect on past experiences. So think about times you've pushed through difficulties before. You've done it once, you can do it again. So by understanding this emotional cycle, we can better prepare ourselves for the challenges ahead and increase our chances of persevering through the more challenging times. So now that we understand the emotional journey, I'd love to share with you a story that illustrates the importance of perseverance. And this is the story of the Chinese bamboo tree. You see, the Chinese bamboo tree is quite extraordinary. After the seed is planted, you see absolutely nothing for 4 years except a tiny shoot coming out of the bulb. Now, during these 4 years, all the growth is underground, developing a root system strong enough to support its potential for outward growth in the 5th year and beyond. Now, in the 5th year, the Chinese bamboo tree grows 80 feet in just 6 weeks. Now, here's the question. Did the bamboo tree grow 80 feet in 6 weeks, or did it grow 80 feet in 5 years? Now, the answer is obvious. It grew 80 feet in 5 years, because if at any stage during those first 4 years, the farmer had stopped watering and nurturing the seed, the tree would have died in the ground. So this story teaches us several valuable lessons if we choose to take them. The first is that growth takes time. You see, sometimes we don't see immediate results of our efforts, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening. The second one is that strong foundations are crucial. The 4 years of root development were essential for the tree's eventual 80-foot growth. In our lives, this could be learning, planning, or developing new skills. And the third part is that persistence pays off. If the farmer had given up, there would be no shoots, there would be no bamboo. Our efforts, even when we don't see the results, are never wasted. And then the fourth part is exponential growth. It can happen, and once the foundations are laid, growth can be rapid and dramatic. You see, in our own lives, we might feel like nothing is happening despite our best efforts. We might be tempted to give up, but remember the bamboo tree. Your breakthrough might be just around the corner. So whether you're learning a new skill, building a business, or working towards any goal or dream, keep nurturing your bamboo tree. You never know when it might shoot up and amaze you. So now let's look at the 4 strategies that I want to share with you that will help us to stick to our goals and dreams and achieve them. So the first one is to set realistic expectations and milestones. So when we talk about this, what I'm actually talking about is that we've got our overarching vision, our overarching goal, our overarching dream. So think of that as a mountain. Trying to climb it in one go can feel overwhelming, but what if we break it down into smaller peaks? So here's how we do it. We define that main dream, that main goal clearly. We then break it down into smaller, measurable, manageable chunks. Then we set deadlines for each of those chunks, those milestones. Then you'll want to track your progress regularly. Celebrate small wins along the way. So let's say your goal is to run a marathon. Instead of just focusing on that 26.2 mile race, break it down. Perhaps weeks 1 to 4, we run 3 times a week for 2 miles. Weeks 5 to 8, increase it to 3 miles 4 times a week. Weeks 9 to 12, run a 10k race, and so on. By setting these smaller milestones, you'll see progress more often, which will boost your motivation. We can adjust the strategy if needed, and our confidence will build with each win. Remember, slow progress is still progress. It's not about perfection. It truly is about consistency. The second strategy is all about changing how we think about challenges and setbacks. It's the belief that your abilities can be developed through dedication and effort. So here's how it looks in practice. The fixed mindset might say, I'm not good at this. Whereas the growth mindset would say, what am I missing? A fixed mindset may say, this is too hard. Whereas a growth mindset would say, this may take some time and effort. The fixed mindset would say, I can't do it. A growth mindset would be, I can always improve with practice. So how do we develop our growth mindset? The first step is to embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. The second is to see effort as the path to mastery, not a sign of inadequacy. The third is to learn from criticism instead of ignoring it. And number 4 is to find lessons and inspiration from others' success. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishers. Imagine if she'd given up after 5, 6, or even 11 times. We'd be in a world without Harry Potter. Or Michael Jordan's start, where he was cut from his high school basketball team. What if he'd given up? You see, the reality is that developing a growth mindset doesn't happen overnight, but with practice, it can dramatically change how you approach challenges and setbacks. So then the third strategy is to build a strong support system. So this recognises that perseverance doesn't mean doing it alone, even if we are an entrepreneur. A strong support system can provide encouragement when you need it, offer new perspectives when you're stuck, hold you accountable to your dreams and goals, and also help you to celebrate your victories, both the big and the small. So here's how to build your support network. The first one is to identify your current supporters, whether that be family, friends, or mentors. Join groups or communities with similar goals and dreams. Perhaps find a mentor who's achieved what you're working towards. Consider working with a coach. Be willing to ask for help and support. For instance, if you're learning a new language, you might join a language exchange group or find a study buddy or hire a tutor or share your progress with friends and family. Remember, even the most successful people have moments of doubt. Having a support system can be the difference between giving up and breaking through. And then strategy number 4, one of my personal favourites, is to play the what if game. It's a powerful mental exercise that I love to play, and it's a simple yet effective tool to use when you are on the brink of giving up. So here's how it works. When you feel like quitting, we pause and we ask ourselves, what if I'm just one step away from success? What if the breakthrough I need is just right around the corner? What if I regret giving up more than I regret continuing? You see, this game helps in several ways. It reframes your perspective. It taps into your fear of missing out in a positive way. And it encourages you to take just one more step. For instance, someone looking for a job might say, what if the next application is the one that lands me my dream job? An entrepreneur might say, what if the next pitch is the one that secures funding? An artist might say, what if my next piece is the one that launches my career? A writer might say, what if the next publisher is the one who wants my book? The what if game isn't about false hope. It's about recognizing the path to success is often unclear and that giving up guarantees failure. whilst persisting gives you a chance at success. Remember, you don't have to commit to forever. Just commit to taking one more step, trying one more time. You might be amazed where that one step leads you. So as we wrap up, I want you to remember this. Success often lies just beyond the point where most people give up. You might actually be closer than you think. So let's just recap our key points. The first one was understanding the emotional cycle of change. Remembering the lesson of the Chinese bamboo shoot. Set realistic expectations and milestones. Developing a growth mindset. Building a strong support system. And playing the what if game when you feel like giving up. Most importantly, remember why you started. Your goals and dreams are worth pursuing, and you have the strength to persist. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. What helps you to persevere? Please do share in the comments below, and I promise I will get back to all of you. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content on personal growth and success. Until next time, you've got this. If this video resonated with you, then I really think you're going to love this one, where I talk about how to actually create a life you love living.